Nothing Russia can give them will deter some 30,000 Jews, mostly foreigners, from making the annual pilgr this week to the Ukrainian town of Uman, 200 kilometers south of Kiev. The Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah, falls September 15-17, and visitors will celebrate by praying at the tomb Nachman of Breslov, the rabbi who founded an important branch Hasidism 200 years ago. The pilgr has also been the subject of recent discussions between the Ukrainian and Israeli governments. Ukraine has threatened to ban Israeli pilgrims from entering the country due to Israel's deportation of Ukrainians over alleged visa violations. But these disputes, which mainly stemmed from disagreements about whether Israel wanted to give Ukraine money, have largely been resolved. Jewish-Ukrainian relations are actually currently experiencing a golden age. This fact is very disturbing for the Kremlin, says Rabbi Moshe Azman in Kiev. It exposes the war aim of denazifying Ukraine as nonsense. Yet Vladimir Putin insists on repeating this. On September 5, Russian president went into full conspiracy mode, saying Mr. Zelensky had been put in his position by his Western curators, which made the whole situation extremely disgusting because an ethnic Jew was covering up glorification of Nazism. Quote, last year, day before the invasion, Jewish school in Kharkiv celebrated its 30th anniversary. It was damaged in Russian attack a few days later. The community's nearby yeshiva, or religious college, took direct hit. Our schools can't function because rockets hit them, says school principal Miriam Moskovitz. Before World War II, Jews were a large minority in the territory that now constitutes Ukraine. 1.5 million of them would perish in the Holocaust. Tens of thousands of Ukrainian auxiliaries helped Germans commit this crime, but more than 7 million fought against the Nazis as troops in Red Army. For older Jews, the name Ukraine is almost synonymous with the word pogrom. Ukraine's national heroes, such as the 17th century Cossack commander Bohdan Khmelnytsky, are remembered by Jews as responsible for the deaths of thousands of people. Many Ukrainians today revere Stepan Bandera, whose followers fought in the Red Army after 1944. They know, or choose to know, little about the killings of Poles and Jews by Bandera's followers. In the past, Ukrainians blamed Jews for everything, including the difficulties of communism. Analyst Yevhen Hlibovytsky says anti-Semitism and fear of Jews towards Ukrainians is now on the wane. The generation that grew up in Soviet Union reflected much of the anti-Semitism that Soviet Union practiced. My generation is much freer in this regard, and my children's generation accepts ethnic and religious diversity as normal. The Pew Research Center, an American institute, found that Ukrainians are among the least anti-Semitic people in Europe. One survey found that only 5 of Ukrainians said they were not ready to accept Jews as citizens. This rate is 14 Russia, 18.